Right, we're now here at the UFC Ultimate Press Day, and if you're looking for a fighter to count on to bring the fight, it's got to be the Count, Michael Bisping. And there's just one question: can he squash the spider, or will he get caught up in his web? We don't know. We're going to find out. So let's go join the press scrum. Oh, and check out my hat. Team GB. So here we have Mike the Warrior Wilkinson. He has 10 pro fights with 9 wins, 3 of them by KO and 4 by submission. He found his way to the UFC via the Ultimate Fighter tournament, the Smashes, which was UK versus Australia. But unfortunately, his run was cut short due to an injury, but he was given the opportunity to come back and win a UFC fight contract. And now he's back to full strength and extremely fired up because his opponent, Makwan Amir Carney, has said the only impressive thing about Mike Wilkinson is his girlfriend. And his opponent, born in Iran and now training out of SBG Ireland alongside the notorious one, Conor McGregor. Amir Carney has 14 fights with 12 wins, 9 of them by submission. His style originates from a Greco-Roman wrestling background, but that doesn't mean he can't punch. He is the owner of the 2015 Knockout of the Year over Mike Wilkinson's fellow Brit, Andy Ogle. Carles Leites, the Brazilian, 30 pro fights, 25 wins, and I heard that in Brazil, they don't give out black belts with Happy Meals. And that's probably part of the reason why 14 of his wins come by way of submission. But there was definitely some tension in the room after previously having lost a split decision to Michael Bisping and unanimously to Anderson Silva. But this jiu-jitsu master definitely had a grip, and didn't Leites anything get it. Mousasi, the dream catcher, 4-time world champion, born in Tehran, Iran, with a kickboxing and judo style. He has an amazing 45 fight record, and that is almost as many cross-ons as they've had at the free buffet. He has 37 wins, 19 KOs and 12 submissions. And an interesting fact about Mousasi is he was thinking outside of the box, and in this case outside of the cage, when he considered trying out for the Olympics in London 2012 in boxing. And I also heard he was once training partner to Fedor Emelianenko, who some say is the greatest MMA fighter of all time. So it only takes one punch to change the momentum of a fight. And if you want to put some money down for fight of the night, you might want to bet on Brad One Punch Pickett. The former cage rage champ has a record of 24 wins, and 10 of them coming by way of submission. And I asked Brad Pickett, what are the chances of him finishing the fight with one punch? And he said,
very, very likely.
And his opponent on the night will be Francisco Rivera. The British-born fighter Tom Breeze trained from age 16 in mixed martial arts. He has a record of 9 fights, 9 wins, 3 by knockout, and 6 by submission. And many herald him as a future contender in the welterweight division. There is just one question: can he breeze through his Japanese opponent, Kita Nakamura? Or will he have to mix up his mixed martial arts skills? I have mixed opinions on that. And here we have Mr. Anderson, the legendary Spider, with the longest win streak in UFC history, who some say is the greatest fighter of all time. He has a record of 34 wins and a highlight reel of KOs, 20 of them. Can he put Bisping down for the count in spectacular Spider fashion? I'm not sure. I think it depends on whether his Spider sense is tingling. You can never count the count out. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about the Count, Michael Bisping. Know what I mean? He has 34 fights, 27 wins and 15 by KO. And I kind of got the feeling that if one more person asked him about his opponents on PEDs, it would be 16 KOs. And an interesting fact about the Count, he is from noble descent, hence the name, Bisping. Right, so that's it for the UFC Ultimate Media Press event. We got a chance to speak to Brad Pickett. There is a chance that fight might end in one punch, so we'll be watching that one very closely. We're really excited for Bisping versus Silva. Bisping was quite outspoken about Silva being a bit unsportsmanly, so there might be some tension there. Also, Tom Breeze here, exciting new fighter. We'll be watching that fight really, really closely as well. And Mousasi versus Leites, the classic grappler versus striker fight. So it's going to be really, really exciting. We're going to be pretty close to ringside. You guys are going to want to stay tuned to WhatGear. Check that out. Weigh-ins tomorrow. Stay tuned to WhatGear. So that's it from the WhatGear coverage of the Ultimate UFC Media Day. If you don't want to miss out on this amazing event from my hometown, London, you should check out maybe the finest fight card on Fight Pass known to man. And make sure you check out our other UFC content, which will include a UFC podcast, the weigh-in day, and fight night. So thanks for watching WhatGear. Make sure you subscribe, and you will be one of the finest subscribers known to man.